Another whiteboard, another deep dive into Facebook ads. In this video, we're going to cover how you can identify the issues in your Facebook advertising account. So you've been running some ads and you don't know what is missing, what is not working, right? Maybe it is working, but you want to identify what can work a little bit better actually, right? Well, how can you make more money? So in this section, we're going to cover the Facebook ads part, but towards the end, stick around, stick till the end, because I'm going to cover if everything is working fine, still not profitable, or how you can even make more money in Facebook ads. But we're going to cover the business side of things. But let's start with Facebook ads. Who am I? Why you should listen to me? I've been running ads for almost 10 years now, and I've been working with most prestigious digital marketing agencies all over the world, Istanbul and Australia, Melbourne. All right, let's get into it. Let's start from the end, because we are going to reverse engineer the process. Why do we do this, right? So we're going to go and look at our conversion rate. What is conversion rate? How many people come to your website? How many people buy? So if you have 100 people coming to your website and only one of them buys, you have 1% conversion rate. Is this good? Depends on what you're selling. But usually Shopify says your conversion rate should be 3%. This is, by the way, millions of stores they have in their system. So they have an average of 3% conversion rate, guys. 3% conversion rate. If you're below that, you should definitely fix that. How you can fix it? It is something with your website. If you don't have any testimonials, if your website speed is super slow, or if people cannot navigate, if people add to cart and your cart button is like hidden, they cannot find that, or maybe your checkout process is super slow. There are a lot of plugins on Shopify or WooCommerce. You can improve that process right away. And I have how to increase conversion rate videos on this channel specifically. Go watch them after watching this video. So let's say you have, or some businesses, guys, by the way, they're profitable at around about 2%, right? If you are, by the way, below 1%, there is literally the only problem that you have to fix right now is no matter what traffic you bring to this website, if you have below 1% conversion rate, you have to fix your website or product page, test getting people to your homepage, test getting people to your collection page, and test getting people to your product page. If you're still having below 1% conversion rate, fix this website ASAP, guys. Hire a conversion rate expert from Fiverr and Upwork. These guys are going to do a really good job for a really cheap price. So you have to fix this ASAP. So say you're around 2%, or maybe 3%. Some businesses are about 3%. Let's go one step back. So we are reverse engineering. Now we come to the click-through rate. So there are two different click-through rate metrics you can look at. Some people look at link click-through rate. Some people look at just click-through rate. If it is link click-through rate, I try to aim about 1%. If this is link click-through rate, guys. Link CTR and CTR are two different things. CTR could be a person clicking on your profile page. If you see an ad on Instagram, for instance, they don't land on your website, but they clicked, right? They clicked, but they didn't land on your site. Link click-through rates, they click the link to go to another destination. But this is not a guarantee that all these people are going to land on your website. There is a speed issue. There might be, right? So this is going to be higher than this, and this is going to be higher than landing page views, for instance. So landing page views are going to be lower than link click-through rate. This is another topic. We can cover the metrics if you want. Comment down below if you want me to cover all the metrics on Facebook advertising. But this is not the topic of this video, right? So let's go back. If you have a link click-through rate below 1%, you have to fix your ad creative. So this means your issue is with your ads. Your ads are boring. Not enough people are clicking on your ads. That's the issue, right? Or if this click-through rate is below 1.5%. If it is below 1.5%, it's the same. So link click-through rate below 1%, click-through rate below 1.5%. Go back to your ads. Go with, I have another video on my channel as well, a different type of ad creatives on Facebook ads, type of user-generated content. Watch that video and you will improve your click-through rate. You might be saying, Jim, my average click-through rate is, let's say my normal click-through rate is around 2%. My link click-through rate is, let's say, 1.1%. What is the problem? We're going to go one step back again. We're going to look at the CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. By the way, CPM, this M stands for mil in Latin, but here we have cost per 1,000 impressions. How much you're paying actually on Facebook, because Facebook charges you not per clicks. They're charging you by 1,000 impressions, right? So do people like your ads? That's the important metric that Facebook really looks at, right? Do people like your ads? Or are your ads resonating with the audience you're targeting? So this is going to be not ads, but your audience and product match. Plus, does Facebook like your ads? So these are the two important things that you have to look at. What is a good CPM? If your CPM is above $30, you have to fix your targeting, test new audiences. Guys, by the way, your CPM will vary from industry to industry. CTR is also going to vary in industry, but not a lot, not that much. On CPM, you will see huge changes from industry to another industry. Let's say you're targeting really small town, a local business, and you're doing a radius of 10 kilometers, your CPM will be super high. So exclude that from the equation. So the smaller your audience is, let's say you have 100,000 people, your CPM is going to be through the roof. But if you're targeting, let's say, all the fitness enthusiasts in United States, for instance, that's a huge audience. So you shouldn't have a higher CPM than $20, right? If your audience is big, you should aim to have your CPM lower than $20. Lower than $20. That's a good CPM. If your CPM is higher than this, you have to test your audience and you have to test different products with the same audience, different ads with different audiences. You have to find that product match, right? If you achieve that, you're going to look at your CTR again. If your CPM is low, look at your CTR. Is your link CTR above 1%? Is your normal CTR above 2% or 1.5%? Is it? If this is yes, you're going to go back to your conversion rate. Is your conversion rate below 1%? If it is below 1%, fix this ASAP. If it is below, click-through rate below 1%, fix your ads ASAP. You have to test different ads, guys. Back in the days, you could have gotten away with one single image, but now it is impossible. You have to test different variations. There are millions of variations of ads. So once you scroll through your Instagram, take screenshots, take notes, create a slide deck, and look at them all the time. And you will start to see some patterns. Oh, okay, I've been seeing this ad many times. It should be working, right? People are not dumb. Business owners are not dumb. They usually use the ads that have been working, right? So you see this equation, this how to identify the issues. You look at your conversion rate, you look at your CTR, you look at your CPM, and still there might be some discrepancy, there might be some issue. But what could be that issue? That could be with your business, guys. What do I mean by this? Let's say you do everything right, but your ROAS, return on ad spend, is still around 2. You cannot break 2 ROAS. It is 2x. What does that mean? You put $100 into this ad and you get $200 of sales. You cannot break this. What is the issue? Now we have to think about business-wise. What is our problem now? Our problem is ROAS stuck at 2. And we know we cover all these, we are ticking all the boxes, but we're still not profitable. I will tell you one thing. It is average order value. Let's say people are converting, but out of every 100 people, the average purchase value, basket value of average person is, let's say, $30. So with every conversion, let's say you are at 3%, right? Out of every 100 people, you're converting 3 of them, but they're only buying stuff worth of 30 bucks. And you are stuck at 2x ROAS. Even if you cover everything, even if you tick all these 3 boxes, you're gonna stick at 2x ROAS until you increase the average order value. Average order value is so important, guys. People don't look at it. They always try to crack this, like super scaling strategy, vertical scaling, horizontal scaling, and I have a video about that as well if you want to look at it, how to increase budgets, so on and so forth. But if you don't fix this, guys, it's not gonna worth spending more money. You're gonna spend, let's say, $100,000. You're gonna make $200,000 unless you fix this. If you fix this average order value, your return on ad spend will skyrocket, guys. It's crazy. How can you increase this? There are different plugins that is gonna help you increase this bad boy. What are those plugins? Upsells. Upsell plugins. So you're gonna upsell something that has a higher value. Let's say you're selling socks and they are buying socks worth of 30 bucks and you are upselling them a pair of jeans, right? Bam. Pair of jeans. Amazon does this really well. They say you're buying a book, they give you recommendations. A lot of people who bought this book also bought XYZ books and a audiobook and a Kindle, whatever it is, right? They increase your average order value. So this is an upsell. If they say no to this upsell, no worries. You're gonna do a cross sell. What goes really well with a sock? I don't know. A tie maybe, if it's a business sock. Cross sell. So you're selling something equal value to this pair of socks, right? Let's say this is 30 bucks as well. They didn't say yes. One person didn't say yes to this. Let's say this is 60 bucks and tie is 30 bucks. If they say no to this as well, you give them, I don't know, a gift card worth of $10. Not a gift card, but like some fancy packaging maybe. 10 bucks. This is called downsell. Now you're gonna do a downsell. So if this person says yes to this, you're gonna offer this 60 bucks, and you're gonna also offer this 30 bucks. You're also gonna offer this 10 bucks. So if you do these upsells, downsells in every step in the checkout process, your average order value, your one basket value will go to what? 30 original, now 90, 120, 130. Now a person, the same conversion rate, your purchase value bumped up to 130 instead of just 30. Look at the difference, guys. Now your ROAS will probably go to 4x immediately if you start doing this. Not a lot of people, of course, gonna buy everything. They're gonna be out of 100 people, let's say 60 people out of those 100 will only buy socks. That's just fine. That's perfect. But the other 40 people that are gonna get maybe this in addition, right? Maybe this in addition, maybe this in addition. So these are gonna add up, and your 2x ROAS, without changing anything, without spending any more money, it is going to double. Easily double. So if you do the math, it is actually going to double, maybe triple this. So you're gonna do the math for yourself here, but this is super powerful, average order value. Of course, there's the lifetime value as well, which is going to increase your ROAS in the long run, which is called LTV. What is LTV? Lifetime value. What do? You do email sequences, SMS sequences, back to back, Father's Day offers. You call them and say, how did you like the delivery and whatnot. You try to upsell them with emails. So if you sell them once, you get their email address, normal address, phone number, or whatnot, everything. So you have the possibility of selling them shit ton of socks like this in the next 5 years, right? If you sell them 10 more socks in the next 5 years, what is that? Times 30, 300 extra dollars with just 2x ROAS. You got firstly, like whatever you're paying to acquire that customers, right? If you paid 5x, $50 to acquire one customers, now you got that customers for $50, but you in the back end in the next 10 years sold shit ton more. So this is the business side of making your Facebook ads more profitable. I know if you're working in an agency or you have an agency or you're running ads for your clients, it's really hard to get them to do this. But if you don't do this, you're going to look bad as an advertiser. So you have to convince them to add those whatever upsell plugins that they have on their CMS, Shopify, WordPress, whatever the case may be. They're going to pay, I don't know, 20 bucks a month, 30 bucks a month. If they don't, guys, you're going to look bad. You're going to look like, if you're lucky, if you tick all these boxes, you're going to look like, yeah, you only could achieve 2x ROAS. Sometimes you're not going to achieve everything. Maybe their conversion rate will be like 0.5. And then you're not profitable anyways and you lose the client. To not lose the client, you or your account manager have to pitch them the upsells. And they're not paying you this. They're paying this to Shopify to add those upsell plugins, downsell plugins, cross-sell plugins. Those are essential to make you more profitable. And of course, make sure you cover CPM, CTR, and conversion rate. I'm Jim, by the way, again, signing off. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.